Welcome back. We say good morning to our friend Mike Eppel standing by. How are you, Mike?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. You have a nice weekend? Enjoy the weather?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Pool was open.
Oh, you have a pool?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, well, once we're through this, expect me at your door. I'll be
You have
showing
to
up.
come over, but we can't like literally hang out because of social distancing and such. But nevertheless,
Cannonball.
that's right.
Okay, let's start with the numbers as we always do.
Yes.
How are we looking here with the? So actually, let's start with record high for stocks. Yes.
Yeah, that was remarkable actually on Friday, how much the markets rallied, and in fact, the Nasdaq, which is a tech bellwether indicator, hit an all-time high. Apple at an all-time record high of $331 per share. So that is back above where it was in February before the pandemic shutdown, obviously. And again, the market is banking on this economic recovery. Whether it's ahead of itself, I mean, that is the big question. The alternative to stocks, though, doesn't seem to be in existence right now. Bonds are paying next to nothing. In fact, the bond market has sort of collapsed here in the short term. Interest rates on any type of fixed income security is getting almost nothing. So where's the money going? It's going into the stock market right now. So the Dow on Friday was up 800 points. It's up 5 days in a row. The TSX was up more than 300 points. And the catalyst was the jobs data. Or at least that was one of the reasons why the market was up as much as it was. And the thing, Melanie, is too, okay, Friday, Stats Canada said the economy had recuperated about 290,000 jobs.
Right.
Okay, that's good. But again, 3-4 million jobs are still waiting in the wings here because that was the damage from March and April. So the road to recovery is long and will be fraught with some issues in the near term.
100%. Let's talk about the price for gas. I've been, it's been funny watching this over the last, even not just months, weeks, and seeing some different fluctuations. So what are we looking at right now?
Well, over the weekend, OPEC got a deal to extend a production rollback. And when they first got the deal about a month ago, that kicked off the bounce back for oil. Remember, it was below $0 per barrel for a brief time there, where OPEC and Russia were in a price war. At the start of the pandemic shutdown, there was this whole confluence of events that had the price for oil absolutely demolished. And now it's around $40 a barrel and poised to rise further. And the price for gasoline, as you mentioned, is back above $1 per liter for the first time in several months. What was the low? I'm trying to remember. Was it below 70 cents?
Was it? I don't, yeah.
It seems like so long ago, and yet no, it wasn't. But it happened so quickly. Where early March, the price for oil and gas just fell off a cliff, and we saw those record lows for gas prices. And it doesn't look like we're going to see those again anytime soon.
This is pretty sad here. A lot of the venues that cater to gatherings of people, the axe throwing, the trampoline parks, all of this, they are in jeopardy right now. Their business in jeopardy because they thrive on gatherings of people to survive. Escape
rooms, children's party places, anything of that nature, they're shut down. And when do they reopen? Do they reopen is the big question. Some reports about some of the smaller operations just saying can't survive under these circumstances, closing the doors permanently. So, we've talked about the reopening of the economy, how it actually will look, what companies and businesses will be allowed to reopen, and then will they? Because, again, it's about confidence. It's about, do you want to be in a large group setting, it's fraught with risk, and it's going to be really interesting and in some cases quite sad to see all of these fairly large operators in some cases, closing the doors on a permanent basis, and the ripple effect on of course the landlords of all these buildings too. It's going to be quite telling to see how it goes.
It's huge. I actually looked back at a video on my phone from late February. It was one of the last birthday parties of my son, and it was all the kids gathered around by a birthday cake. And he blew out the candles while all his friends were beside him, all blowing out the candles. That environment will never happen again. And then they continued to cut the cake, and serve it.
Done.
So
yeah, I know. It's just amazing
changing.
How things have changed so quickly.
Oh, boy. All right, Mike, what does not change is you at this time slot, every day. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.